Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to some more weight loss stories. If you're new here, please tap that subscribe button below for more weight loss stories and to join our awesome community, the Narwhals. Also, we just created a new Discord server for our community. Discord is basically a community chat room. The link to join is in the description and top comment below, but stick around until the end of the video and I'll explain exactly how the Discord works and how to use it. Now, let's get into the stories. Last night, I finally understood the skinny friend fallacy and put away 5 apple slices. I'll try and make this quick. So, I have my dear friend subletting and he is very thin. I would always see him eating Chipotle or other very substantial foods and talks about eating lots, etc, etc. The fallacy that some people are skinny no matter how much or whatever they eat. While medically that might be true for some people or slightly more accurate towards others, most often people who are naturally thin have thin people eating habits. I just couldn't believe how often people here will say, your skinny friend might not eat healthy, but they manage their caloric intake very well and often unconsciously. I didn't want to believe this. I figure I try so hard, counting all the time, etc. Thankfully, it's gotten much better because I spent the last year entirely upending my diet and now I want fruit and vegetables, and that really had to come first. This past year has been life-changing. I got medicated for depression and started therapy, so I've started to understand that self-care isn't selfish. I'm going to lose weight and eat better for me, for my insides and my brain, not just to be skinny. Anyways, I was thinking about how everyone here will talk about their thin friends managing calories because they don't eat the last bite. My friend moved in and I watched it in action. It's so true. They have a bagel for breakfast, but then they snack on an apple and maybe wait for dinner. Without trying, their caloric intake is probably under 2,000. They aren't dieting or thinking about food constantly. They live and are okay with being hungry. Edit, I know that people's hunger levels are different and eating habits. By this, I just mean he's okay leaving without a snack or something and just returning home for food even when he's very, very hungry. I would just go get fast food or a junky snack or something. So I've been trying to adopt similar mindsets. Last night I was eating apples with a little cheese as a nighttime snack, much better than a bowl of cereal or Cheetos, and I thought, A, I'm satisfied. Looked at the rest of the apples and put them in a jar in the fridge for another day. It was at that moment that it clicked. This is what my friend does all the time, all day, with anything. Regardless of what's in front of them, they stop eating. It doesn't matter if they are throwing it out or saving it or whatever. They just stop. And finally, for once without thinking about it, I did too. My initial reaction was to keep eating because there were only a few left. But then I thought, well, there are only a few left, so what? So far, thanks to this sub and fasting, I've lost 15 pounds, albeit slowly, since January. I feel re-energized and positive about my future goals after having this realization. Your hunger levels will adjust, stick with it. Basically what the title says. If you've just started or restarted your weight loss journey, you might find yourself feeling hungry all the time. And trust me, I know the feeling. I successfully lost 100 plus pounds in 2018, and I'm currently working on slowly losing the 30 that managed to creep back up after a fun little stint with BC related depression. A week ago, I was wondering how I ever managed to stick with the weight loss plan in the first place. The hunger I was feeling after spending a year eating way too many calories of junk food and sugar was almost unbearable, and I really needed someone to tell me, it gets better. It always does. You won't feel this hungry the whole time, provided you're eating an adequate amount of calories in the first place. Your body will adjust. You might even start to wonder how the hell you ever managed to eat as much as you did in the first place. In short, you've got this. Repeat after me. Your journey is your own. Warning, this is a whole lot to read. I'm new on this app, so forgive me if I don't follow the correct posting protocol or whatever. I'm 18 female, 5'5", starting weight 84 kilos, 185 pounds, current weight 74 kilos, 164 pounds, and goal weight 60 kilos, 130 pounds. I started my journey in February. It was exactly what I needed at the time. I had a borderline food addiction and BED, sad, anxiety-ridden, failing, and barely going to my classes at school. I was at a real low, and with little self-esteem and confidence, I had nothing to lose by getting a damn gym membership and dragging my bum to achieve at least one thing so I could feel good about myself, even temporarily. Growing up, I'd always been weight conscious and remember being maybe 7 and looking down at my stomach, wondering why I was so fat. I wasn't, and this carried on into my early teenage years. I didn't think I was beautiful or enough, so I looked for other factors to validate myself. I excelled in school and tried my hardest to keep my weight in check, and this worked for a long while until the issues about myself that I had dealt with started to creep up on me again in other forms of life struggles, and with that came the emotional eating and my worst fear, being fat. So, I'm 7 months in at this point, having lost what it seems like to me only a little over 20 pounds. I did it in silence and shall continue to. I feel different, but I'm not entirely sure I look any different. My self-esteem and anxiety is a lot better now for sure, but I just can't help but feel like it's not enough. I guess a small part of me is worried that perhaps I'll never reach my goal and that I'm wasting my time. I have a sister who has been on her own weight loss journey for on and off 2 years and is now approaching her goal weight with pretty much no exercise and eating really low calories, hence the rate for weight loss is therefore faster. She also, consciously or not, requires a lot of outside affirmation and validation to feel good about herself, i.e. telling me about every pound lost for a cheer, which I'm fine with from time to time, but every time, I'm exhausted. She's also the same person who made slick comments from time to time about the weight I'd gained, or even now, just general weight-related comparisons between me and her. On the plus side, this has led me to be someone who tries to be mindful of the things I say to people and how it can make them feel. It's exhausting really, especially whilst experiencing your own struggles. I say all this to say, mainly to myself, that this is your life now, being active, productive, healthy, and constant improvement. This is you now. You're undoing years of negative self-talk and growing into the person that you want to be. Run your own race and stop looking into others. Exceed in your own life and know that this can only be done in the absence of comparison. It's hard though, and one can only try. I didn't realize how much I was eating, and how less can taste better. So last week I started the first truly serious diet I've ever embarked on, weighing, calorie counting, and hopefully exercise. Several days in, I overall don't feel too deprived. But the thing that hit me, as I measured out salad dressing or ketchup, as I weighed rice and meat, and as I checked labels, holy hell, I had no concept of what I was putting into my body. Growing up, my dad was a gourmet chef with a food addiction. He dished us servings like you'd find in a restaurant. And now, as in seeing just how many calories every part of a dish is, it blows my mind. I used to have a shake for breakfast, fast for lunch, and eat dinner. And I'd gain weight and be confused why. My dinners were probably close to 3,000 calories or more. Seeing how even a salad can add up after Spanish olives, scooped till it looks like a tasty amount, dressing just gushed on, croutons, gotta add cheese, right? It blows my mind. Yesterday, I stopped at Taco Bell and got my favorite item, the shredded chicken quesadilla melt. I used to get 4. They're small. At 310 calories, that little stop off was over 1,200. Yesterday, I got 1 and stayed 234 calories under my daily goal. Since I've been conscious of how many calories I've been eating every day, I've been under my goal every day, and I discovered the most fascinating thing. Food tastes better. I like egg scrambles for breakfast on the weekend. Onions, peppers, sausage, cheese, salsa, ketchup, etc. It used to taste like one combined mass of flavor, but now just 1 ounce of cheese and I can taste the cheese. 1 serving of condiment and that flavor is there, but not overpowering. Who knew that you could distinguish the egg flavor from a scramble? Literally every single meal since I started has tasted significantly better than it used to, and this has caused me to eat slower. Another thing I hear is good because the food is just so damn good. I have to savor it. I feel proud of myself, to be honest, and kind of embarrassed by my prior utter lack of any context for how much I was putting in my body, while lessening the flavor of my food. Alright narwhals, now before we go to the featured narwhals of the day, I'm going to quickly show you how to join our Discord server. Discord is basically a community chat room. We just launched it today and we already have a couple hundred members there and we'd love you to join. So to join the Discord, all you have to do is scroll down below the video, either in the description or the top comment, and click on the Discord invite link. And that'll take you to this page. Click accept invite. It should then give you the option to open Discord, so click open. And then install the Discord app. Only takes a minute. And then open up the Discord app. And now just click register on the bottom and quickly create an account. Once you've created your account, you should automatically be joined. And now just click open Luke Narwhal. This will take you to our rules page. Feel free to read the rules. And then once you've read them, just click on the green check mark to get access to the server. Now, to access the other chat rooms in the server, all you have to do is click on the top left button in the app, and then you'll see all the channels in the app. So you can go to General Channel, and there's people talking there. Or if you want to talk specifically about food, you go to the Food channel. And that's basically how it works. So once again, we'd love to see you on the Discord server. The link is below. Go ahead and join now. And also, if you go to the announcement section on Discord, you'll see that I've announced a new special Discord rank. So feel free to read about that and how to get your new special Discord rank on our server. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Plant Mom says 21 kilos down from a size extra large to size medium. Foley says 5'7" female, 215 pounds to 160. The same shirt, almost 2 years apart. I couldn't even button it up when I got it. Still want to lose another 25 pounds, but I've come so far. Ever Rose Chicken says 240 pounds down to 189. I'm 5'10" female and my goal weight is 160. Thanks for sharing featured narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.